Hello Pisces, and we're going to take a look at the month of November. We're going to look at the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign of Pisces. I'm going to incorporate love because love is coming back to a lot of us. So I'm being guided to actually bring out those love readings. So we're going to look at the first, second, third, and fourth week of November and see how it resonates with you. Some of you, it may not resonate. I recommend that you look at your sun, moon, and rising all together. And for others, it may be actually your life story. We're going to start off with the positive. We're going to look at any adversities that may come through and all of the details along the way. Now, I started to do your reading and you had almost identical cards as Aquarius. So a lot of you that watch my videos may very well, and this was one of them, okay, may very well be on the bordering edge of Aquarius and Pisces. And I am an Aquarian with a Pisces rising myself. So we're going to see the first week is talking about temperance, and that's all about patience. And patience is going to be needed as you move into the 8th of December. Okay, you do. You have a lot of repetitive cards, absolutely, for sure. This is the third time that I'm doing your reading, so we're not going to stop because it is actually meant for the zodiac sign of Pisces. So when it comes to life in general, you may feel a little bit stagnant. You may have been going through your own changes, your own transformation, and Mercury in retrograde is getting ready to go direct, and it'll go direct fully in that first portion of November. So you're still going to be feeling some of the effects of Mercury trying to come out and go direct. You might still be feeling a little backwards, even a little bit dizzy as you move into the very beginning of November. Whatever it is, you're being guided to be very patient when it comes to your true spiritual path. The path that is meant for the core being of who you are, the authentic you. No more masks, you're not going to wear them, not that you necessarily did. But here's the more important message. The people around you that you choose to have in your life will no longer be wearing masks. And some of them will, and that may be an adversity for you with this Five of Wands. Five of Wands is inner conflict, and it's also battling with other people as you are trying to move and swim your way into something more positive. And that energy is going to keep you there just very lightly in those first couple of weeks. Now, by the fourth week, you're going to be feeling a lot of weight on your shoulders because you're going to go through a transformative period of time. November would be the death card in the zodiac tarots, right? In the tarot card. So with that is about ending something and starting something new, but you've got to transmute all of that into the beautiful ending, and that's what you're going to do. You're going to create an ending. You're going to look into the future, and it's going to take patience. It's going to take a lot of timing. Some of you are going to feel the messages from the universe, from the angels, from the beings of light and love around you. Seeing synchronicities and birds are very important. Maybe it's blue jays. I personally have been seeing blue jays all over the place, and I have a video coming out or writing on that, or maybe I think it's going to be both. Where I'll talk about what that means and what it means for me personally, and it will help a lot of you in your life as you see this. But this is a moment in time for you to really be patient, because when we get ready to change, when we get ready to get excited about life, to feel passionate about whatever it is we're doing, or even the people that we're around, it takes time for that to happen. So let me pull out the other detail card that is meant for you in the first 2 weeks. Oopsie. And we'll take a look at this. Now, you have an apology coming in from somebody, all right? This is somebody who is destined to be on your path. You probably are in the same soul family. Your souls connect. You may be soul mates. It could be a twin flame, all right? It could be, but that's not really what I'm talking about, because there is a lot of controversy on the twin flame journey. This is a period judgment. You're going to make a final decision whether this apology coming in is true and it fits into your life. It's no longer having people because you feel that emptiness, that loneliness. It will be replaced by self-love for a lot of you. Self-care, self-growth, and learning how to Be one, your divine feminine, your divine masculine coming together in the center. You're going to feel centered and grounded. Whoever this is or whatever this experience is, it is a sincere, it is real, but only you can make the decision if you want to allow them back in. If this is a person, you're probably going to want to make sure that they earn the respect back. People can't just hurt you and hurt you and hurt you and then you open the door and say, okay, we're all forgiven, because that's what kept that repetitive cycle going on. They have to earn back your trust, and I feel for a lot of you, they're going to earn the trust back. So if this is a job opportunity coming in, and I feel for a lot of you, this is an actual promotion. For some of you, it was a promotion 2 times. You got overlooked. You got overlooked for this promotion twice, and it's coming back around. You have to make a judgment call whether you want to take this opportunity or not. Even if it excites you and fills you with all this giddiness about the job. This may have been something you really wanted. You wanted it with everything you had, and they overlooked you. There may be a reason why you were overlooked in the first place. So dive in deep as you're reflecting on this situation. Now, the Judgment card is making a final decision, and some of you, this has to do with a child custody situation, a child court case that you will hear by the end of November. By the end of November, you will get the results of this particular situation. Yes, I know there's no swords here, but my messages come through me, and the cards enhance it. This comes with money. This comes with a sincere, it is absolutely real. And that I can tell you. What I can't tell you is how you're going to make a decision on moving forward from this. Some of you are dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn, but it's really not about the energy. It's about that being guided into feeling grounded and stable when this offer comes in. So if this was an opportunity from the past that you felt was on your true spiritual path, we have the Ace of Wands again. Now the Ace of Wands is being in alignment, what is meant for you to have, and being in alignment in the career you're supposed to be in the job, in how you give back to humanity. And when we do that, it comes back to us. So you have to make a decision. Is this truly part of what is meant for you to have? We have the Prince of Swords, and the Prince of Swords, that's the letter coming in. Remember I said it has to do with a child custody, and for some of you it's going to be really, really exciting. Like if you celebrate the holidays, you're going to be very happy. It'll be a very joyous time by the end of November, rolling into the 7th of December. 7th, the first 7 days of December. Remember, Mercury's going direct, so it will hit in that time frame where it'll finally be done. It's like a long period of time, right? And it happens a few times a year, so we can feel in backward motion, but yet this offer is coming in. It's truthful. You're going to be able to trust that they are telling you the truth. If this is an offer coming into you for a job related, it's going to come with a contract. And again, the legal battle, that's going to come with a contract. It will be in writing that you receive a certain amount of pentacles coming in, 2-3 pentacles. So that could be anything for you, and we'd have to look on a case-by-case basis. Oh, I am shutting down my private sessions for people on October 31st. You can book one, you can book as many as you want in the future, but I will be closing them, and I don't know when I'll be opening them. I will be going to group sessions, okay? So with this, you may be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, and I already mentioned the earth signs. I also feel Taurus is in this reading, which is already called out. And some of you, Scorpio is going to be in this reading. Now that could be the energy of Scorpio season. November is that season. So this may be an opportunity that you were destined to have, but you equally have to make sure the contract is legitimate. And we already have learned, if you haven't, trust me, I tell you, anything you sign while Mercury is in retrograde, there's always problems with it. So if you purchase a vehicle and you do it during Mercury in retrograde, you're going to have tons of problems with it. It could be through the whole duration of owning the car, and maybe with the contract, the financial endeavor side of it, but there's always something attached to it. So you have to look at that and weigh that out in your life, Pisces. This is somebody coming in, speaking the truth to you, somebody that you truly, truly have an attachment to. Like I said, for some of you, this is a family situation, one where there will be a final judgment call. They may not like what you do for a living. They may not like who you are becoming, and who you're becoming is the real you. So you may have had to put masks on over and over just to be in a family group environment, but the masks are coming off by the second week of November. You're going to see through the people around you, and you're going to know if they're telling you the truth. You will not take anything less than the truth. And you, Pisces, you know, you're like Aquarians, and you have this really heightened ability. You just know things. You just know when somebody's telling you the truth. That's not going to change. It's actually going to grow. It's going to enhance who you are. So it's going to make you feel more confident as you look forward. The positive outcome is the Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, and the adversity, the challenges are going to be the Ace of Wands as well. This is a challenge. This is going to be a struggle for you to move into that path. So if it's your partner, hypothetically, that you need to pull off masks with, that may cause some turmoil. But speaking the truth to whoever it is and allowing that judgment to take place in a positive way is what's going to benefit you the most. Now let's take a look at the third and the fourth week, and then we're going to be looking at love at the end. We have the Five of Wands. Now this is a lot of inner conflict with some of you, but again, it goes back to what I was saying with the family situation. You're going to be reconciling differences with family members. It doesn't have anything to do with the twin flame, and if you're filled with anger, this probably isn't your reading. Your reading is very, very positive, but it's about reflecting, and it's about that inner knowing of what you should or should not do, who you should or should not believe. So this is really you coming into this beautiful alignment within your own self, the mind, the body, and the soul, where you are in balance, and you want people around you to be in balance as well. Because if they're off, it's going to throw you off. Whoever it was, whatever experience you were dealing with, put a lot of weight on your shoulders, and you're going to actually, they're telling me it's going to be shown to you. If you couldn't see it before, if it had a mask over it, the masks are coming off in the month of November. And that might be what I'm going to title this for you guys, because this is an incredible moment of seeing reality. For the first time, some of you are going to see the truth in somebody you really believed in, and they did not believe in you, and they may have been hurting you on the backside by throwing off their obligations onto you, throwing off their work obligations, etc., romantic, it doesn't matter what aspect of life it is. You got stuck through the conflict. You got stuck with all of the stuff they were meant to do. And that could be a family member that moved out, a child that moved out saying, hey man, I'm sorry, I got to go live my own life, and left you with everything to do on your own. And that's not always easy to pick up those pieces, right? Do you keep their stuff? Do you throw it away? They left their stuff. And if they don't want to pick it up, are you going to tote it around for the next decade? So this is a very personal moment in time where you yourself can only make that decision. The beautiful thing about it, and there is beauty to it, is that the 10 of Wands is going to turn into the Ace of Wands, and that's what they're saying. You're going to see your true spiritual path. You're going to know if you're going in the right direction. You're going to know if this is the right career, if this is the right move for you. But we have to finalize whatever is going on, and that's what November is really about. The masks are coming off so that you can complete a cycle in your life. You're going to finish it and never have to look back. Now, some of you have been dealing with a magician, okay? A person that is filled with masks. A magician can hide, disguise, and they're filled with illusions when they're in the reverse. But the magician in the upright is about also being able to create the life that you truly want. And that's what a lot of you are going to be doing. You're moving away with the Six of Swords and saying, that's it, I am not doing your job anymore. I'm not. Yeah, your mask is coming off. And you may have worn it as a form of protection, maybe to save your own job, fearing that if you didn't do their responsibility, it was going to reflect bad on you. And you're at the point right now where you're like, I don't care. I'm going to speak the truth, and that's that. I am not going to do their job for them while they're eating bonbons at their desk, right? This is a beautiful moment for you to say, I am done contributing more than I get back. I am done dealing with people who do not open up in honesty. And you, as Pisces that you are, I'm a Pisces moon, and I understand you very, very well. You don't want to be dealing with anybody like that. You certainly don't want to be dealing with their stuff. Okay, you've got your own stuff to deal with. So grab that magician inside of you. This is your moment to transform the energies around you. And I say transform, I mean your entire family, your flow, your workflow. You're going to, by doing this, by moving the energy around you, you're going to bring in new finances. You're going to bring in a new sense of security. Taking off the mask is going to open you up to saying, I know my value. I know my own self-worth. And bravo, that's not an easy thing for us to go through. So let's pull out the true adversities here, because you are dealing with somebody who's a master manipulator for some of you. And that master manipulator, through all their responsibility, their beliefs, whatever it was on you, probably for more than 10-12 years. 10-12 years, that's a very long time. That's not weeks, that's not months, that's actually years. Now we have, as an adversity, the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is your happy home, happy family life. This is about abundance. This is the inner joy inside of you. And this is what you truly want, but it's also part of the adversity. So for some of you, whoever this person is, if this is the family member who comes in and gives you that apology, only you can decide if it's going to become a harmonic family unit again. It will be yours and yours alone to make that decision. The truth is going to be revealed. You're going to see everything you need to see. It'll be all actually like, here you go. Now that may come in through the birds, okay? The birds are really buzzing around the sign of Pisces. So pay attention to the synchronicities around you. For some of you, you're going to see sixes. Some of you are going to see ones. 111, starting a brand new beginning, right? You're going to end something and start something new, which again coincides with the month of November. Now, when we're looking at you, we have the Three of Pentacles. This is you and them creating a beautiful partnership, creating harmony, creating balance. This is you having a skill that's going to produce a security in your own life and create that abundant life that you've been truly wanting. But equally, it's an adversity. So if you're feeling stressed out about your finances, remember that you yourself are the magician. You can come up with every idea. Everything that we are talented is inside of us, whether we've enhanced it or not. It's there. Some of you are going through conflict when it comes to starting a new opportunity and almost conflict about what is it that I truly want. But by the fourth week, you're like, I know what I want. I know exactly what direction to do. Something's going to happen in that third rolling into fourth week, and it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful moment for a lot of you. A moment that you're going to cherish and you're going to go forward in it. Some of you are going to relocate. You're going to get an opportunity that's going to pay you a little bit more, not a ton more than what you make, but it's just enough to make that change. That might be the money coming in to load all your belongings and put it in a truck, which is extremely expensive, at least in the country that I live in. It's very, very expensive. It's almost easier to go light, right? Like to get rid of a lot of it and travel light. And that also is what a lot of people are doing. And I feel for you, you're going to be leaving behind anybody, anything, any experience that is hindering you, that has caused you to be in this Five of Wands and the Ten of Wands. And again, this is like a self-sabotaging energy where you might even be holding or have been holding a mask over you, and it's a form of protection. Because in order to take on somebody else's work, we are consciously aware that we're taking on their responsibility and maybe subconsciously accepting that that's the way it is. And that is not true. You've got a skill set that you are very, very good at, Pisces, and it's time for you to take that skill set, whatever it is. It could be some of you, this is like opening up a dating site. Like you're going to open up an actual dating site, like, you know, Mr. Piggly Wiggly's dating site, or whatever it is that you're going to do, where you're going to be a matchmaker for people. And that's going to totally resonate with you as a Pisces sign. Ooh, wow, Pisces, you have a lot of messages coming through here. This is a moment in time for you to really justify the right and the wrong that fits for you. So it's like taking off the mask and stepping into the truth around you is going to set you free. The masks are going to be gone. The truth is exposed, and so are you. Now we're going to look at the beautiful love reading for you who are couples. If you're with somebody, whether you're separated or not, you're in a committed relationship. You don't have to be married, but in a relationship with somebody where you both are on the same page, not just dating and they're still dating and you're thinking that you're with them. This is where you're actually in a relationship. And then we're going to look at totally single people in just a moment as well. So Pisces, this is that moment for you to really step out from the shadows. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Step out from the shadows and emerge, even if it's just a toe of who you are. You're going to be shocked at the overwhelming response of how many people are going to applaud you. Now, when it comes to romance, this is your card right here. Very soon is your card. It was the last one that I was supposed to pull out. And you have another one next to it, which makes absolute sense. So very soon, you and your partner are going to come to a place where you're going to be on the same page. When we look at the Three of Pentacles, this is you and them creating a harmonic partnership together. Being in balance, you guys are going to work together for the same goal. Very soon, you and your partner are going to turn things around, and whatever was manipulated, whatever was hidden is going to come to truth. And that final judgment call will be made by the end of the month. It is safe for you to love, my darlings. It is safe for you to love this person. Look for what you fell in love with them in the beginning, and if it's still there, then chances are it's going to be absolutely safe for you to start this over again. This is your moment to really know that their apology is sincere. And for a lot of you, they are going to have a really sincere apology. Now let's take a look at single, and then I'll pull one more message as we end this reading for you. Romantic feelings are stirring you, and that is it. Now those beautiful birds, you're going to want to take a listen to what if I have the video done. When I'm done with this, I'll hook it on the end. Otherwise, I'll hook it to the membership, the soul membership, because I'll put it in there most likely. This is a moment for you to really feel all the pings and the pangs inside of you. Pay very close attention, because you've been dealing with people who are master manipulators, and they take your love and they squish you. And they squish it out of you, and they leave you feeling empty and raw and vulnerable. But you're going to feel raw and vulnerable, but this time you're going to have somebody there to say, it's okay. It is okay for you to do this. They're going to make you feel excited about love again. You're going to be enlightened to want to proceed with this individual. So when we're looking at all three cards, and we are, because this is actually for all Pisces, right? Whether you're in a relationship or not, this is about romance. It is safe for you to love by the end of November, no matter what level you are in a relationship. But those romantic feelings are what's going to captivate you, and pay attention to any mask. Make sure the questions are answered with real answers and not evasion of what you're asking. You already know how to look for the master manipulators. Well done. That is not an easy feat. Okay, that's not an easy feat at all. So you've got beautiful things coming in the month of November, but it is that moment in time for you to let go and finally release. One of the group sessions I will be doing is a group release session, and we're going to be doing that. I will put a link in the box below, or you can go to my website and look under events. Humor. Now this is the way I see Pisces. Pisces are freaking funny. I mean, you guys got the best sense of humor ever. And laughter is what heals us the most. So laughing through the problem as you're reviewing it, and laughing, if you can take anger and transmute it to laughter, then love is right around the corner. So have an amazing November. Thank you for watching. Much love.